The game is now in the books, the 103rd Grey Cup. Edmonton 26, Ottawa 20. Cam Cole along with Steve Simmons here. And Cam, we've seen a lot of things over the years in Canadian football, but I don't believe we've seen a Grey Cup won before on a coach's challenge.
Well, what a time for them to finally win only the second one they've won all year. The Edmonton Eskimos had lost every single one up until last week. But this one, if it wasn't the deciding factor, it certainly got them down into position that they might never have otherwise got to.
Pretty amazing game. It was really a game in two parts. The first half, typical CFL, all about offense, teams going back and forth, neither could stop each other. In the second half, it was like the defenses took over the game and neither offense could move. And when finally Edmonton gets a touchdown, it's not even a drive, it's two pass interference calls, one called by the officials, one called by the replay officials.
Having said that, Mike Riley played a pretty remarkable game. He got beat up really badly by this Ottawa defense and just kept gritting it out. And I'd like to know what his injuries are going to be when he finally sobers up about 3 days from now.
I felt for Henry Burris after the game, and he had you could see it in the locker room how hard a time he had dealing with defeat. He's the old guy, 40 years old, on this young football team that is very close. A lot of tears, a lot of hugging going on in that dressing room, and a lot of people, sort of feeling that they had this game. Edmonton missed those two field goals. It was going their way. They just couldn't find a way to finish.
And very similar in an odd sort of way to the last time these two teams played 34 years ago in a Grey Cup. That one ended 26-23 with Dave Cutler kicking a field goal with virtually no time left. This one ends up 26-20 and could have been cost by their kicker. It was very strange.
It wasn't historical, but it was, important in a way we've seen something new before. And it wasn't a great football game, but I think we'll remember it because of that call at the end. For Cam Cole, I'm Steve Simmons from the 103rd Grey Cup in Winnipeg.